The Marie-José and Henry R. Kravis Center for Molecular Oncology at Memorial Sloan Kettering is a bold initiative. It's a true transformational effort that will bring genomic medicine to our patients.
The mission of the Center for Molecular Oncology is to bring together a multidisciplinary team of clinicians, geneticists, cell biologists, and bioinformatics to really try to get to the fundamental question of why any particular individual gets their cancer.
This is a historical moment because for decades we have been laboring to understand how to extract information from tumors that would then be actionable clinically.
This new approach that we are proposing changes in full the way we study therapies for cancer.
We have to forget about the geographic location of the tumor. It doesn't matter if it's in your lung or in your breast. What matters is what is the DNA inside the tumor. And the Center for Molecular Oncology will allow us to match a tumor with the appropriate treatment.
We are conducting clinical trials based on the genetic alteration of each tumor. As of today, we already have 15 of those trials underway.
And we're calling these basket studies because what we do is we take all the patients with a particular mutation type, we put them in the same clinical trial or basket, and then we try to determine how well does a drug that inhibits that mutation work in each of these different cancers.
By sequencing genomes from tumors, we can identify mutations, we can discover mutations and profile these mutations in patients. And then in parallel, there's a drug development effort to develop the best drugs, the most precise drugs that can selectively kill cells that contain those mutations.
We've now moved on to next-generation sequencing technologies where we can look at hundreds of genes simultaneously. Our current assay, which we're using in patients in the clinic currently, is 341 genes. And the cost of that assay is the same as the cost of the assay which only looked at 8 genes a few years ago.
So that's a paradigm shift in the way cancer patients are treated, and we've seen the benefits of this over the last 5 or 10 years.
I was diagnosed with Erdheim-Chester disease in May of 2000. Last year, when nurses would visit me, they wouldn't really talk about how to adjust to what was going on or what they could do to help me. All they would talk about was hospice. I needed to get myself into hospice. Mentally, I knew that my body was breaking down, but emotionally, I couldn't accept that.
So how are you feeling?
Good. I met with Dr. Hyman on Wednesday and was told that I was accepted into the drug trial. I took my first pills then. 3 days later, I could feel changes. From that point on, it was progressively better and better. And now I've got my life back. I'm doing all the things I love doing, mostly playing with grandchildren.
We have at Memorial Sloan Kettering the clinical expertise to test novel therapies, but we also have both the technologic expertise in terms of how to run these assays and experience in terms of the biology to understand what these mutations mean.
It's a massive undertaking, so we're investing in significant infrastructure for DNA sequencing, for computational analysis. We're hiring new staff that have computational expertise. We're purchasing the most sophisticated sequencing equipment to ensure that the sequencing capacity is as large as possible.
There's very few places in the world where this can be done efficiently, well.
We are cancer focused. That's what we do. We take care of the lives of thousands of patients, so our patient volume is enough for us to ask the kind of questions that need to be asked.
So for some patients, this could be a game changer. We could find mutations in their tumors that suggest they're going to respond to a drug that the oncologist never would have thought to try.
I never forget why I'm working, because the patients are there. You see them everywhere. They need help, and that's what drives me.
This is a miracle that I've lived this long, and if there's anything I can do that will help the research or help someone else, that's what I feel that I'm meant to do.
We all have been in cancer medicine for quite some time, and we have never seen the level of discovery, of excitement, of innovation, and of better therapies that is occurring at this time. It is paying off.
The intervention of Marie-José and Henry Kravis in this venture is very exciting because we feel that we are at the cutting edge of opportunity in science and medicine, and they are making it possible. with their generosity, to take a leap. So they are together with us in this.